Hi everybody, this is Michael from K12 Leaders, and we're going to talk today a little bit about our groups functionality and how you can take advantage of that to create your own mini communities on K12 Leaders. You'll notice that we have a wide variety of groups already in process. NiceGate, for instance, MassQ, and a number of different associations, a number of different solution partners, and then a number of different special interest groups where folks are talking about, for instance, education technology or AI or what have you. You'll have option, depending on your role or your profile, to create groups of your own. And to do that, you get started simply by creating a group. Giving that group a name. And a description. Then we walk you through a series of a decision tree, really, that will let you choose whether or not first your group is public, private, or hidden. This is public within the K12 Leaders community, not public on the internet, just to be clear. Or if it's a private group, it's going to show up in the K12 Leaders group directory, but there will be an option for visitors to request access to participate in the group. Or if it's a hidden group, it won't show up in the directory, and that will essentially be an invitation-only community. You have those options, and when it comes to nesting groups, you may make some decisions around how you may want to have, for instance, private groups to be part of a public group and manage your community in ways that are unique to your needs. You'll have options around who in your group can invite others to join. That could be all group members, or just organizers and moderators, or just the organizer, that would be you, of the group itself. And then when it comes to activity feeds, which are your news feeds, who has the opportunity to actually post to the group news feed? And then, very similarly, who can share photos or organize photos into albums, who can share documents into the document library and share those, similarly with the videos. And then when it comes to messaging, it's a slightly different thought process to go through. There is the opportunity to message, broadcast message from a group to all of its participants. You may want members of your community to be able to do that and have essentially a big group chat through email notifications and what have you. Or you may want to restrict that, and that's entirely up to you, and you have that option to set here. You'll also have the option, based on your role or your profile type on K12 Leaders, to choose a different group type. Some of these types have a slightly different menu structure or can be configured to meet particular needs, but you'll be aware of those based on the role type that you have within the community as a whole. And then, again, we mentioned something about creating hierarchies of groups, and this is where you would do that. I'm an admin, so I see a lot of different groups here, but what you will see is the groups that you are an organizer of, and then you can start nesting your groups together to form the community that you want to manage on K12 Leaders. We can then decide whether or not you also want to have a discussion forum as part of your community, and these are threaded discussion groups, and you have different notification privileges and are really worth a video on their own. In this case, we're not going to include a forum. And then we can go through and we can start choosing some color for our platform. So we'll go ahead and we'll click an image that we want to include. Go ahead and crop that photo. You need to click crop, and that will save to the group's profile. And then you can go ahead and choose your banner image. And the next step is to invite your first members. So we can go ahead and you can just search for some of the people that you know are on the platform, and then go ahead and move on from there. If you are a course builder on K12 Leaders, this will be where you can actually associate your course with the group, and then click Finish. And here within the group, you'll see that you can go ahead and you can start off with your first post to the activity feed. In this case, we'll add a poll. And we'll just make this a really simple poll. And here you are, off and running. You'll notice we have our navigation along the side here. We can go ahead and send messages to members of the group. You can send invitations to new members, or you can actually paste in email addresses, load your photos or albums. If you have access to our event manager, you'll be able to add events to this group and then have your own private calendar of events. And then we'll take a look at a couple of other options here. You can change anything within the group once you have it established by clicking Manage. You have the menu of all of the settings, the photos that you've associated with it, members management. If you want to have a discussion forum, you can go ahead and add that after the fact as well. And then you'll notice that you can also associate a Zoom meeting with your group as well. And this is kind of neat because, with your own Zoom account, you can go ahead and embed that in this menu, and then you'll end up with countdown timers and ability to launch Zooms directly from within your group as well. So a lot of different options. I hope that if you have any questions, you'll message me on the platform. I am at Michael or Mike at K12Leaders.com, and I'd love to hear from you. I'm glad you're here. Thanks.